Yo, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy, Kenny Kimono. We are back again with another banger video, man. We got 500 Sigma subscribers in the chat. Let's go, bro. We finally hit 500. I told you we'd get to 500 by the end of the year. And we're still pushing, man. We're still pushing. So thank you for all the support on the channel, man. I really mean it. What I want to talk to you guys about today is temptation and how to beat your temptation, bro. And, you know, whatever that is, man. There's things that be tempting me all the time, man. Right now, I was thinking about playing Grand Theft Auto 4. Grand Theft Auto 4, that's like a 20-year-old game. Yeah, bro, I love that. That shit's so nostalgic. I just want to sit there and play that game for hours. I would love to just waste my time. But is that who I want to be? Is that the guy I want to be? I want to be the guy that is a gamer, bro. I want to be a gamer. Come on, man. So that's a temptation for me, right? So like I try to give myself an allotted amount of time and overcome that, bro, because it doesn't really benefit me to turn my brain off and play some video games. Not saying it's a bad thing, not saying that it's the end of the world, but it's not the most productive thing I could be doing, bro. There's more productive things I could be doing. I could be sitting and reading, I could be enjoying an audiobook, I could be working out. There's so many other things I could be doing with my time, and I know that I'm more valuable than a bunch of pixels on the fucking screen, bro. Same thing goes for the ography. Now, I know a lot of guys out here are struggling with ography addiction, bro. It does not help you at all, bro, and you know that. You know, you feel the guilt, you feel the shame, you know that you're doing something wrong. Stop it, bro. Remember, that is not who you want to be, right? That's not how you want to be. Okay, you want to be a better man. You want to be a stronger man. You want to be somebody that is not going to be swayed. Like, you want to be like a horse with their blinders on, man. You want to stay on the path. You want to stay focused. You want to stay locked in. What you got to do to stay locked in is resist those temptations. You know, whatever it is, even if it's the junk food that you have in your pantry. I have junk food in my pantry. I shouldn't. I know this temptation. I know how easy it is to destroy 1,000 calories, bro. I had these oatmeal cinnamon bars, bro. I destroyed them like a maniac. Should not have done that. I should not have just binge eat all that food, man. So like, I have a binge eating problem. Like, I'm just gonna be out and honest. I have a binge eating problem, man. I've had it since I was very young. I used to eat in large quantities. I even had like a little bulimia there so I could eat more. It was a problem, man. So, you know, that was a temptation for me, was to say, oh, well, I can just eat all this food and it's not going to affect me because I'm just going to throw it up. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, because it does affect you. You are still eating all that food. You're developing these habits. And then the binge eating was reinforced by the bulking, bro. The dirty bulk. The dirty bulk fucked me up, bro. Tons of food, tons of fat, tons of yum in my tum-tum. But not very good. Not very good for my heart health. My other, like, you know, every time, just remember this. Every temptation has a equal or more egregious, more awful sacrifice that you're actually making. So, you know, you throw away your money. You throw your money away. That's a sacrifice. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna spend my money on a bunch of shit that's not gonna improve my life. When you could invest that money into something that'll actually improve your life. Like, you know, a lot of people, they say, oh, it's so bad to just buy things all the time, and you really shouldn't buy things all the time. I'm going off on tangent here. I'm going off a tangent. We're talking about temptation. Anyway, temptation, bro. You cannot let yourself be tempted, man. Like, this world is full of temptation, bro. Be a better man. Be a better person. Be a better individual. Be better for yourself. And one of the ways that I help combat my temptation whenever I have it, I say, hey, whoa, chill, man. Do I really want to be this person? Do I really want to, you know, see what I look like after I eat 30 fucking Nature Valley bars? Do I really want to binge eat all this food? Do I really feel like that's the kind of guy I need to be? No, it's not. I want to be shredded, bro. I want to be sick. I want to have the abs. I do not want to have a mid physique. I do not want to have, like, I don't want to be a loser, bro. Like, I don't want to do things that make me feel like a loser. And I know what those are. And you know what those are. So let's stop. Let's just stop being a fucking loser, dude. Let's do things that make ourselves feel more powerful in this world. Like, you are so powerful right now. You are so young. You have the power of youth on your side. Like, I don't think that we as young people understand how important that is to be young and to have free will and to be in a first world country where we can actually choose most of how our free time goes. Like, I'm not having to walk 7 miles to go get a fucking bucket of water. I literally have water on tap right there. Blessing. That's such a blessing. There's countries that don't have that. Do not take that for granted, bro. Okay? Realize that you are in a very privileged, sort of advanced place in life. And if you take advantage of being young, being healthy, being active, and not squandering it by simple temptations, like these temptations are, a lot of the times, they are low value, low effort, just, they don't require anything on your part. You know what I mean? Like Rich Piana always said, you get out what you put in. The more that you put in, the more that you get out. What is something that you put no effort into that gives you a ton of dopamine? That's not good. That is not good to tell your brain that, it's not good to tell your brain that you are deserving of a lot of dopamine for very minimal effort, okay? That is not good to reinforce that in your brain. I don't know how else to explain that to you other than you should not get the dopamine of having a intimate connection, a sacred energy exchange, if some will like to call it that. Take that acronym, figure out what that is, sacred energy exchange. When you have that with a real person, you should not have access to that dopamine that you get from a sacred energy exchange. You do not deserve it. You didn't earn it. You looked at some fucking screen, bro. You do not deserve the satisfaction of eating 26 Nature Valley bars, a bunch of fruity, Tukey, Snickers, brownies, when you didn't work out, bro. You did nothing to earn those. You shouldn't even have those if you are working out. That's so counterintuitive. You should not be drinking alcohol just because it feels good to be drunk. Like, if you're gonna drink, it should be every once in a while on a celebration. And you shouldn't fucking drink at all, bro. It's so counterintuitive. The thing is, you know that you have bad habits. I can't tell you what your bad habits are. I can only tell myself what my bad habits are, okay? And my bad habits were, I was an ography addict, okay? I was an ography addict. I curbed that by telling myself, I'm going to be a better man. I'm going to be a better person. You're going to be a better person. You will not do that, man. And one of the things you can tell yourself, and I've said this before in the video, and I'm going to say it again, is that is that who I want to be? Is that what I want to do with my life? Is that how I would like for others to perceive me? Think about it. Next time that you are dealing with a temptation, just imagine your family, your peers, your friends, your loved ones, anyone that's important to you. Imagine them in the room with you, watching you do that action that you know is backpedaling. You know that action is hurting you. You know that action is not good for you. Whatever it is, whatever your vice is, you know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I can tell you these are some things that have helped me stop being so addicted, stop being so persuaded by temptation. Okay? So tell yourself what it is and how it is going to negatively affect you. And if that doesn't work, imagine all your peers with you. Imagine them seeing you taking action in this activity, whether it be video games, eating junk food, ography, whatever it is. And imagine them seeing you, imagine third person perspective, you in the act of doing whatever the negative thing is. And then the third thing, imagine your life, imagine you die. Imagine you pass on in an hour. Imagine that. Imagine that you die immediately after this negative activity. I know that's really harsh, but do people remember you as the person who was strong and avoided that temptation? Or are you somebody that gets forgotten entirely and just succumbs to anything that is waved in your face? How cheap is your time? Or how valuable is your time? You're only here for a limited amount of time. I'm trying to be a little serious with this video because it is a weird world out there right now. Okay? It's just an obscure reality that we live in. There's temptation everywhere. The fact that I'm on a phone talking to you, I mean, I have access to whatever I could possibly imagine. Whether that's good things or bad things. We have, violent videos, we have happy videos, we have everything that we could ever ask for on the platform, on any platform, just on the internet in general. And just sort of think about because everything influences you. Everything does influence you. Whether you are aware of it or you're not, that's up to you. But know that every action that you take is ingrained in your brain. Every action, single thing you do, every workout you do. Every workout is a positive reinforcement that tells your brain and physically tells you that I'm a strong person. I'm somebody that works out. I'm somebody that has self-respect. I'm someone that cares about me. That's why working out is such an important way to re-stabilize your life. If you're in a really shit place, you're really dealing with temptation all the time, you're cooked, you feel like you're a loser, well, you should probably just go ahead and go work out. Okay? I'm not saying that's going to fix everything. It's not. It's not going to fix everything. You're still going to have the mental struggles, but stuff like working out, choosing the actions that you take part in, what temptations you allow yourself to give into. I'm not going to say that I'm not tempted to go outside and go to the park. Okay? I would love to never work again and just walk around the park all day. I love going to the park. I love going to do nature. A lot of times when I have work to do, I have to do work at home, or I'm working on my house, or I'm building something. There's a lot of times where I'm like, you know what? I've got free time. Why don't I just go play some video games? And it's like, you have to remember that your free time is valuable. Your free time is your time. The time when you're not at work doing your job, the time when you're, at home alone or with your loved ones, is when you have real time. That's when you have real time, okay? And that's when you can make yourself into something new, or you can stay stagnant. There's tons of people that are very willing to stay stagnant. I am not one of them. I am tired and sick of being a loser, bro. I hate being a fucking loser, okay? I hate it. Okay? I'm being a little manic here. But I do genuinely think that everyone has the power to change who they are. And I think everyone genuinely has the aptitude to take it upon themselves to stop being tempted by bullshit, okay? If you have TikTok on your phone, you have Instagram, whatever short form content videos that you're watching, probably stop watching them. Like I said, the dopamine thing, you're cooked. You're cooking your brain, and even saying you're cooked is cooked. Okay? But you are messing up with your brain, bro. You're messing your brain up. You're literally messing your brain up. You're telling yourself that you deserve a reward for doing nothing. Now, you can blame our ancestors for, making us dopaminergic creatures, which is what they did. They would get some meat. They'd be like, oh, yeah. Me got the meats. I don't know why our ancestors are Borat. But they're like, we got the meat, very nice. And then they eat the meat, and they say, I'm very happy. And it makes a happiness. That's why you have a lot of people that get gluttonous. That's why you have people like me that binge eat, because it feels good. It feels good to eat. Let them eat. So that's a problem I have. Ography. That's another thing, bro. Our ancestors, they were like, oh yes, sometimes I'm making love to my sister. I'm making love. And, they make love and make a dopamine. Very nice. So, that's why you have that's why you have a little tickle in your pickle. Pause. Okay. But anyway, man, I think you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Regardless or not, if the Borat voice helped, let me know in the comments down below. I just wanted to say thank you guys for the 500 subscribers, man. We are Sigma. We are Riz. We are Sigma Skibbity Riz. And we're blowing today's back out, yo. Shout out to being bald. Bald check. Bald check. Anyway, bro. Anyway, I'm so ready to see you guys in the next video, man. Thank you guys so much for all the support on the channel. And I love you. Don't be tempted. Be better. You know that you can be a better man. And blow today's back out. Let's go. Peace.